Hello and welcome to Wix Made Simple. My name is Ashley and I am here to make Wix simple. And today we are doing something very straightforward. We are learning how to invite someone to collaborate and work on our site. So this is something that can really help if you are hiring a professional like myself to go in and solve a problem. It can also be really good if you have a large team and you need to give different people different kinds of access to your site. So let's just jump right into it. I want you to go into your Wix account and select the site it is that you want to invite a collaborator to. We are going to be working on the dashboard of the site and not in the editor. If you've already gone into the editor, you can just pop back into the dashboard. It'll open in a new window for you. So let me move my face out of our way. And from your site dashboard, you can use this left-hand menu, scroll down all the way towards the bottom to your site settings. When you click into your settings, you are going to be given a really long list of different settings that we can adjust here, but the specific area that we are looking for is going to be called roles and permissions. And so I can see here on this particular site, it is down here on the left, but I can tell you from experience that depending on how many apps or services or third-party integrations you have, the way that this list is set up can be different. So if yours is not right there on the bottom left, it is somewhere. You just have to kind of search for it. So we'll click into roles and permissions, and what that's going to do is open up a page where we are going to be able to invite collaborators, and we are also going to be able to manage roles of existing collaborators. So when you are on specific plans, you have a certain number of collaborator seats that you can have. On this particular site, which is like a basic e-commerce site, I have 10 collaborator seats. Usually you're only using this collaborator role to collaborate with people who are either website designers or maybe people who help you with your financials. But if you do have a large team and you are giving all of the different team members access to the site in the role of a collaborator, you might bump into some limitations with those limits. So when you are ready to invite a collaborator, you can click this blue pill button over on the right that says Invite Collaborators, and you'll then be prompted to enter the email. You can enter up to 10 emails at once and invite a whole group of people. So say you're a coffee shop and you have baristas and you are wanting to give them all access to, I don't know, a store role on the back of your site so that they can ship coffee orders that come in online. Who knows, right? You can kind of bulk invite, but in this case, I'm going to use just a fake email. And I'm going to say that this is someone who is a website designer who is hopping into my site and helping me with my design. So you are given all of these different types of roles. There are some, there actually is AI built in. If you're not sure which role to invite someone into, you can click this help me choose a role, and it is going to use AI to help you figure out what the best role is going to be. And it's in a chat format. So you could say, hey, I'm hiring somebody to install an app or to optimize my site for mobile or whatever. What role should I select? And then you'll communicate back and forth to figure out, which is the best role. But in the case of a website designer, that is going to be a general role, and it is going to be this website designer. You can get really in depth with all of these specific roles and permissions. So whatever it is that you are needing to have somebody on your site, there's probably a role for that. And the benefit of utilizing this instead of just sharing your login information with people is that there's an added layer of protection in terms of the content that those individuals can see, the content that they can edit, and overall is just a safer way to allow people to access your site. Once you do select the correct role, you can then send an invite, and that will notify the person that they've been invited. They can accept the invite. There is a time limit where They're given, I think, 3 days to accept that, and if they don't accept it, you'd have to resend the invitation. And then once they do accept the role, they are on your site and they can fulfill whatever permissions you have granted them in their role. You can also create a custom role. So maybe you're in a situation where one of these kind of pre-designed roles is not going to fit for your circumstances. You can set the exact permissions that you want to offer somebody. So in creating a custom role, you would name it, and then you're going to be given a list of all of the elements that are being utilized on your site. So again, your version of this might not look exactly like mine does if you're not using pricing plans, subscriptions, bookings, that type of thing. But you will get to select whatever it is that you want this person in this custom role to have access to. Once you do have collaborators on your site, you can also manage their roles. So say you invited a website designer on to work on your site, or you have an employee that you invited on to manage your store, and time passes and that person is no longer somebody you want to give access to. It is in this area where you would be able to kind of deny access, revoke access, change access, and manage that role however it is that you need to adjust it. So this is a really useful tool. I use this all of the time. It's the first step if you book a one-on-one training with me. I ask you to invite me onto your site as a collaborator so that I can get into the back end, I can hop into the editor, and I can help you start solving those problems. So if you DIY'd your Wix website and you got stuck on something and you're just needing a little bit of extra support, reach out to me or go to wixmadesimple.com to schedule a one-on-one training session, and then you'll be able to use this tutorial to invite me as a website designer on your site. I hope that today's video is helpful. If you have any questions or an idea for a video, leave that in the comment and be sure to subscribe. Until next time, bye.